Hi everyone, this is Swanky Markets here with the outlook for Wednesday the 12th of May 2010. A very choppy day today, not easy at all if I'm honest. As you all know by now, the GBP government has been announced, and the movement on the pound today was Gordon Brown stepping down. And then obviously when that happened and everybody news leaked that the Conservatives and Lib Dems were forming a coalition, and pound dollar went up to 1.5002, a 200 plus pip move up. Anyway, I'm sure you all know that anyway. Tomorrow morning will be interesting in London session on the pound pairs. If we actually start off on the pound, if we go here, I'm going to wait for London tomorrow to find a good logical entry levels. Break of pivot levels and a retest is really what I want to find. Break of levels, like look here, price came down, pinged off the S1 but didn't give you a retest. It broke this mid pivot here, gave you a retest for a long. So that was a good entry there. You could have got a little long off of here. Not much, but you could have got a little one. If you look here on other days, price broke, retest long. Up here, price got rejected, came back. You could have got short there, nice move down. Those are the type of areas I will be looking for in London tomorrow. There might be a small honeymoon on this pair, if there is one. If there is, it'll be short-lived. But I just want to see how London opens. There's lots of GBP news tomorrow, claim and count inflation report, and Mr. King is speaking. This pair still heading south. As you can see, we're 60 pips below the bottom of yesterday's candle. So if you'd done that NPB method, you'd be up 40 pips now. But this pair wasn't really that easy today. It just kind of hovered around this range here. It didn't really kind of move a lot today, as you can see. So it's quite tight, and the tighter ranges go, then you tend to have a breakout. So tomorrow we could have a breakout. If it stays quite tight again tomorrow, it'll definitely be the day after. So we may get a small pullback. If we do, I don't see it going past 87, 2780, 2800. Which is around this area here. I don't see, that's obviously we can see it there and we can see it there, that is previous resistance. Price is just pipping now below this trend line, so on the weekly, so we just got to be careful. But I do see this pair heading further south, so we just got to be slightly careful. If we get a pull back to 128, it'll be a nice entry. We might not get back that far. If this candle closes below, you might want to wait for 20 pips below and try that again. If you'd done it today, you'd be up 40 pips now, but it was a tough day. It was back and forth on this pair. So if you look, the Bollinger Bands are wide open on the daily, and you can see why I'm looking at 128. Oh, but the thing is, we're just not getting the pullbacks really. This is a huge candle here, and we just got this little bit of a pullback. The range hasn't been that big on this pair today, so it's a little bit. You got to be a little bit careful. You have to go to the smaller time frames. If we go to the Swissy today, again similar, not much movement, right back to where it started today. Horrible pair today. If I show you on the 1 hour, you can see we had all this here, and those aren't pivots, those are just black channel lines I drew earlier today, and we'd have closed below in a retest. You could have got south down to the central pivot point for a few pivots, but I didn't do anything. It was just horrible pair today. We're very rage bound. If we look on the 4 hour of this pair, we can see we're in a pennant. A breakout of this should signal a nice move, and as we all know, if I always go in 1 or 2 candles, this should mean we should be in for a 200 pip move. If it breaks up, we should see it go 200 pips north. If it breaks out, 200 pips south. Remember, if it breaks up and it comes back inside, get rid of your trade and reverse it, because it very rarely will fake you out twice. So just be careful. There's a few pennants. There's 4 4-hour pennants tonight to have a look at. So that's what I would do on that. If we go on to if I bring up the dollar yen on the daily, it's just in there. It's just very messy. You can see it's just You know, these are braiding. It's just in there. It's very, very messy. But if we go to the 4 hour again, another pennant on the 4 hour. I mean, I've widened that up. You can, you can bring that down or whatever. But again, a breakout, and then, as the rules of thumb go, I always come in a couple of candles, 1 or 2 candles. We should be in for just 244 there. We'll just say 200 to be safe. Move. If it broke north, 200 pip move would take you right up in the top here if it breaks north. So we just have to be careful of that. So if we go to the Aussie dollar, if I get the Aussie dollar up, Aussie dollar, I really don't know why this pair is not heading north at the moment. I really don't know. I'm not interested in shorting it. If it gets down around here, I'd be interested in longing it. I'm not interested in shorting. You can see the last 3 days it's just balanced on this 200 EMA on the daily. Really is testing it. So I don't know why this isn't north. So, but if we go to the 4 hour, we have yet another pennant forming there. And again, the same rules. Go from your apex and up you go, and then this should be, yeah, you could say 300 pip move. If we go to the daily, 87, yeah, it's around, where is it, 89.62, 300 pip move would take you down around here. If it breaks north, I'd be more interested in that if it breaks north, to be honest, guys, really. So keep an eye on that one. I mean, I just really don't know why this isn't. I mean, this is the 4 hour EM, the stocks are up and the MAC is, stocks are still pointing up, the MACD is pointing up, but then our EMAs are pointing sharply down. Bollinger Bands are wide open here. So I'm just a little bit worried about longing this pair. I'm not interested in shorting it, but if it gets down here, I'm interested in longing it. So keep an eye on that. Let's have another couple of pairs, and we'll see where we are. Euro pound on the daily, so we can see where we are there. I'm interested in getting into this at 85.30, 85.50 tomorrow. It would mean a pullback to around the 50%, between the 38.2 and the 50%, to take this further south tomorrow. I'd be quite confident at that level. So that is what I'm looking at tomorrow on this pair. As you can see, this pair has just dropped today. It hung around here for a long while, and then just after lunch, America open, and it just dropped off. So, this is quite, and this is just over 100 pip move here. So this is a nice move here, 127. I was watching this level. I didn't have an order placed. I went on to other charts. By the time I came back, it was down here. It didn't give me a chance to get in. My own fault. I should have had a pending order, but I didn't. Let's see where else we are, and we'll do the Euro Yen 4 hour pennant. Just testing that line there again. If the Euro goes south, this should go south. Break out of this trend line, a close below on the retest, bang, I'm in that short. So that's where we are. There is 4 4-hour pennants. It's very choppy. It's not easy this week so far, not like last week. So just be very careful. And there's news out tomorrow. Euro German preliminary GDP, Great Britain claim and count, Bank of England Governor King, inflation report, CAD has a trade balance, and US dollar has a trade balance. So be very careful tomorrow. Look at those pennants, and I'll talk to you then. Okay?